let us come to when the median outshine the mean, where median is good. This slide explain why the median is in this slide. Through this slide, what I try to explain is why median is often better than the mean in certain situations. The biggest advantage is outlier, resistance is not there, which we have just observed in an example which I have given to you. Extreme high or low values do not pull the median too much away from the center, either this way or this way. Extreme values are not affecting it too badly. So, it is not affected by one or two values if the data set is good. And this is why the median is especially useful in a skewed distribution, unlike mean, which is more relevant for the normal distribution when the data is normally distributed, such as income data or a house price data. If data is skewed, then median would be a better choice. In such cases, a few extreme values may distort the mean. Another point worth noting is that median usually stays within the data set, or at least at its middle boundary. Let us clarify the things with using one more example. Suppose I have two values, one and 9. So, if I will take the average, so it is like 10 divided by 2, 5, summation x by n, right. So, my mid value is somewhere here, right. But if I add the third number to it and it is like 8, then what will happen? Let us take the mean again. 18 by 3, 6. Mean will shift towards right. If I add one more value, say 7, then what will happen? Total will become 18, 7, 25 divided by 4, 6.25. So, as we are adding more values, means are shifting from the mid. But now if I want to take the median of it, it is 7, not 7, not 9, 7 plus 8, 7.5. And if I would have added like 2, the mean would be shifted towards 2, and that is where skewness is playing a role. So, in skew data, median is a better choice, right. So, this makes it easier to interpret in a practical term, right. Then moving to the third measure, which is mode. So, the mode is simply the value that occurs most often or most frequently in a data set, and that is why mode is loved by the industry or by companies that are producing something of standard, which is standard in size. Say I'm talking about the companies like Arrow, which is producing a shirt, and they want their shirt to fit maximum number of people. Or I'm talking about Bata, or maybe Red Tape, so which who are producing shoes, and they want their shoes to fit maximum number of feet, right? And that is possible when they are designing their product according to the sizes that are suiting maximum number of people. So, they are actually focusing on repetition or recurrence, and they are producing their product according to the high number of frequencies. They are looking for high frequency zones. So, if I want to find out a shoes for my friend whose feet is say 10 in size, so he will be having limited number of options. But if I am looking for the shoes which is of common size 7 or 8 or 9, so I will find large varieties, huge number of variety, or quite good range. The reason is many companies are producing these shoes on the basis of mode. The mode is simply the value that occurs again and again, high repetition, unlike the mean. It does not require mathematical calculations like mean. We only need to count frequency. A data set may have one mode, unimodal, or it may be having two mode, bimodal, or several mode, multimodal. This is especially helpful when the pattern of repetition matters. The mode is very important because it is only measure of central tendency that work properly for nominal or categorical data, and we are usually representing mode by Z. Where for median we are using M or ME, and mean we have already discussed like X or mu. For example, if we ask student to give the name of their favorite color, we cannot calculate the mean or median, we can calculate the mode, and we can come to the conclusion more students are liking green or say red depending on their responses. Okay, choosing your weapon. This is one of the practical thing which we are going to discuss in our presentation today. Students often ask, which measure should we use? And the answer is, it depends on the type of data and the type of distribution we are having. There is no obvious answer for all the data set. It purely depends on the type of data set and type of distribution. We are also taking into account the variability. We are also taking into account the objective. What I want to do with that data, what I want to find out with that data. So, these are the different things which I have to look into. There is no obvious answer. So, use the mean when the data is symmetrical, numerical, and free from the major outliers. You can use the median when the data is skewed, contain extreme values, or it is ordinal in nature, and we can use the mode when you want to find out the most common category, most common values, especially for the qualitative or nominal data. So, there is no universally best measure. A good statistician chooses based on the context and based on the, not on the basis of habit. based on the context and based on the logic and based on the need. Okay, then moving ahead, one common mistake in statistics is using a wrong measure for the wrong kind of data. If we use the mean for highly skewed data or ordinal scales, the result may be misleading. Another issue is the outlier effect. A single extreme observation can increase or decrease the mean significantly, which we have already covered or discussed. While the median may remain unchanged because of outliers, but median cannot be the answer for all type of data. Data is quantitative, mean is a good measure. In our calculations for finance and business data, mean is a good measure. So, each type of measure has its own plus and minus, positives and negatives. We have to choose, we have to choose among this depending on the different context, depending on the need, depending on the objectives. So, this shows that we should never choose the measure blindly. Also, always check the scale of measurement, whether your variables are nominal, ordinal, or the data which you are dealing with is interval or ratio data. That classification helps to determine whether mean, median, mode, which of the three is more appropriate. And as we will move down deep into mean, we are having the different type of mean as we discussed for a group data set, separate for group data set and separate for individual data sets. And then we have the other types like geometric mean, harmonic mean, and very interesting. And again, seeing simple mean is not an answer for every type of data. We have the geometric mean for geometric mean if the data is different, and harmonic mean in other cases. We will take down that in a coming lecture. Now, before coming to the conclusion, at this stage, let us pause and reflect three core lessons which we have learned. First, averages are useful, but they are not absolute truth. They summarize reality, but they do not capture everything. Second, transparency matters. Whenever you report a statistics, your method should be clear so that other can understand and evaluate your consideration. Third, the right tool tell us the right story. Choosing the correct measure of central tendency helps to ensure that your interpretation of the data is honest and meaningful. I'll take one good example for this. Before that, let us discuss a case. This case study is excellent for showing why one number alone can be dangerous. Two student group both average 70 marks, yet A is consistently performing while B contains both struggling and exceptional. So, group A mean score is 70, scores tightly clustered, overlap. Group B क्या है? Mean 70. What is group B? Mean 70, score widely dispersed. So is more consistent A. But 70 is again also having the same score 70. Sorry, group B is also having the same score 70. But should we choose B, whose score is widely scattered or dispersed? Or should we choose A? A with the same mean is a better choice because his scores are more consistent. So, he is more reliable in his performance. Group B, though it is performing sometimes very good, but other time they fail to perform, and that is why there is a wider dispersion or wider variation in their performance. Right. So, if we report only the mean, we hide important information about variability. This is a key message. This is the key message. The center should often be studied together with the spread and also other things. Averages are informative, but they are not enough by themselves. They have their own limitation. Before coming to the conclusion, I would like to discuss one thing. There is one Santa. Santa want to bring the gift for the student. There are 10 students who are attending this function for which Santa want to bring the gift. 6 students were of age group 15 and 4 students were from the age group 5. Right. So, if I want to take the mean, Santa considered applying statistics to take the decision which group, which gift he should bring, or let us say he want to bring a dress for these students, some fancy dress, right? And he can fetch that dress on the basis of average. What he did, he said, okay, 10 student, the average is like average age is what? 15 into 6, 90, and 5 into 4, 5 into 4, 20. So, the total is, so 15, 6 student with averages of 15, 15 plus 15 plus 15, 6 time, right? 15 for 6 student totals to 90, and then 5, 5, 5, 5 4 times, that totals to 20, which gives me the total of 110. So, if I take the mean, so it is like 110, right, and divided by n is number of observation, which is 10 student in this case. So, which gives me the mean of what? 11. Santa decided, okay, I am going to bring the dress of age 11. Yeah, I will bring the dress for the student of age 11. Then how many of can be benefited from it? Almost none. That is the limitation of me. Then he decided, okay, I'll bring the dress on the basis of median. So, he arranged the group from ascending to descending. He added 4, 4, 4, 4, and the median is like middle two number. So, middle two numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 4, these are gone and these 4 are gone. 15 plus 15, 30, and then 15. Again the median is like 15. That suits what? Only those students who are of 15, and there is no it is not suitable for the student whose average age is, sorry, 5. This is 5, a little correction, right? But that does not suit them, the students of age 5, right? So, that is the problem. Then if I am a Santa, then third thing which is the third thing which I can do is like taking the mode. Then also again mode is like higher frequency, which is as the student whose age is 15, that again create a problem. So, the students whose age is 5 cannot be covered through the mode. So, that is actually the problem. Thank you. We will continue our lecture, and now we are going deeper into mean. We will be covering the practical problem of the mean, and we will be also taking the types of mean, and we will be looking at the context where harmonic mean is relevant and where this geometrical mean, where other means are relevant. Thank you.